Hey everybody, Paul here from the Aptitude Outdoors podcast. How's it going? I just want to make a quick video about traveling light. I don't do as much backpacking as I used to, but I kind of feel like my knowledge of backpacking and packing gear and all this stuff, and I have a ton of backpacking gear, kind of translates into traveling super light. I have to do some traveling here coming up pretty soon. I have to travel for my job quite a bit. So I've been trying to kind of perfect the art of traveling, especially flying with not that much stuff, because it's a huge pain in the ass to check stuff. You have to worry about it getting lost. If you just have a carry-on bag and like a personal item in the US, it's pretty easy to fly and it's not a big hassle. So I'm just kind of going through what works for me. And I figure I would share it with you guys because I know in the outdoors world, people who are into outdoors activities have to travel quite a bit to go the places they want to go. This is not an outdoors travel kind of thing. It's just a basic hop on a plane with some clothes and go. It's not a big brand name party fest. I don't care about that stuff. I just like to use what works, what I got laying around, and what makes my life easier. I watched a ton of these videos the other day trying to see if there's anything I could improve on, and it was just like, I tried 75 brands, and like, I don't care about that. I just have clothes, I have backpacks, I have gear. I'm trying to get it packed down to the lightest, easiest, fastest setup possible. So I'm gonna run over that with you. First up, obviously you'll need some sort of bag that fits the standards of TSA and your aircraft carrier of just a carry-on. I have had the same bag for probably, I don't know, going on 8 to 10 years now. It is a saddleback leather backpack I bought when I was in college. I was always carrying my books around, and they kept ripping all the time, and I was getting super pissed off. So I just bought this damn leather backpack. I've had it ever since. It's gone all over with me, all over the US, and it's held up pretty well. I've only had it fail one time, and I just sent it back and they fixed it, so that was pretty awesome. No idea what the size capacity is. I just know it fits in the carry-on, and I know that I can fit all of my clothing in there. I know I can fit most of my electronics, and then for everything else, they allow usually one personal item carry-on, and I have a little version. It's like a little lunchbox size bag to match, and that's usually what I throw my camera gear in. When you're traveling, I'm not taking every piece of equipment I own, every camera, every this and that. Probably take a GoPro, my DSLR, 1 to 2 lenses, depending on where I'm going. And that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to make a documentary here. I might just snap some pictures and have a good time. So a bag is a must. A lot of people use the synthetic bags. They're probably a lot more comfortable and a lot more convenient. But I have this bag. I love this bag. It has character to it. Beat the shit out of it. And that's pretty much it. If you can fit, my goal is always to fit all of my stuff into one bag, be able to throw it in the overhead compartment and be done with it. When it gets time to get off the plane, reach up, grab it, throw it on my back, grab my personal item, head off the plane, done. No more BS to worry about. A lot of people I've said they suggest like 30 to 35 liters. This is probably not even remotely close to that. But you know, I'm not going out there for a luxury tuxedo wine and dine events every day. I'm just bumming around town most of the time when I travel. Which brings us to our next topic, clothing. A lot of the reviews I watched were brands of clothing, $200 pairs of pants. I'm sure that's nice. I'm sure that's fun. If you get people to send you that stuff, cool, great job. I'm just a normal guy. I have normal clothes, so that is what I take with me. For stuff you're flying, you obviously want to be somewhat comfortable. I just rock a pair of like stretchy jeans I got from Costco. They're not like your typical normal jeans where they're just tight and don't fit well and they are a pain and they bite into your gut. These are just like stretchy jeans. They have regular pockets. They don't have zippers. I'm not traveling to Thailand. I'm not worried about getting pickpocketed or flying out of Toledo or Detroit most of the time, hopping on a plane, going somewhere in the US. So I always try and dress pretty comfortable on the plane. One thing that I do like a lot is the Columbia PFG gear, the long sleeve shirts. They got a ton of pockets. They're super loose fitting. They're comfortable. They're breathable. They're just easy to wear anywhere you go. They don't look, you don't just look like a guy in a t-shirt bumming around the airport. I mean, I always look like a bum, so I can't really help that, but I really like those shirts. I have a couple. I think I have like 2 or 3. I always throw those no matter where I'm going, no matter if it's summer, winter, fall. I usually wear those because you can hike in them, you can go out on the beach in them. They're very, very versatile. You can go on a fishing trip, you can go kayaking, anything. If you're in the sun, if you're in the cold, they're long sleeve, they're button up. You can go to a restaurant with them if you need to in a pinch. I'm not a dressy guy, obviously. I'm not packing dress clothes everywhere I go. The best I'll get is that Columbia PFG shirt and a pair of jeans. Other than that, if you're just bumming around, I mean, I have so many t-shirts, like Under Armour t-shirts. Everybody that I watch is like, you need a $45 merino wool shirt and this and that. It's great. If you're gonna be gone for a month, probably a good idea. I have a couple merino wool base layers. I'm not wearing those everywhere I go. I got a couple Under Armour shirts that fit pretty nice and a couple, shirts that you can get anywhere. I mean, just dress where it's comfortable, but generally where you're going, you can do laundry, so I don't need a pair of clothes for every single day that I'm going. If I'm going for a week, say, I'll take 2 to 3 t-shirts and then whatever I'm wearing on the plane, maybe 1 to 2 pairs of shorts, or like a short and like a long pants, and then like, I hate wearing shoes. If you guys ever listen to me, you know I hate wearing shoes. So I'll bring like a tennis shoes for the plane, and then I'll bring a pair of like real lightweight sandals if I just want to bum around. So I don't need that many socks. And then 90% of the hotels or places I've ever been do have like a laundry. It'll cost you some money, but it's better than having to pack on a suitcase on a plane and having to pay 50, 80, 100 bucks, whatever it is now. I haven't packed packed a suitcase in forever. I have no idea. So I usually just pack up like that, bare bones, just enough clothes to wear for a couple days. Maybe you have to do laundry once or twice, or worst case, you could do it in the hotel sink. It's really not that big of a deal. And that's it. Just enough to get through the week. I'm not going crazy. I don't need a clothes for every day. Nobody knows me, nobody gives a shit. That's it. Now, if you are like me, you are outdoorsy, you probably have a ton of stuff sacks, you probably have a ton of stuff like that for packing your clothes into your bag. Totally easy to do. You just throw them in a stuff sack. If you have a compression sack, crank that bad boy down, stuff it in your pack. I'm not really super always worried about my clothes being super wrinkly. They usually will have an iron or something at a hotel, or you can hang it up in the shower, turn the steam on for a few minutes, let it get all cleared up. But this time I tried something different. I found these like rollable bags on Amazon. They're like 10 bucks, and you lay your clothes flat in them, and then you zip it like a Ziploc bag, and you roll it, and it really crushes your clothes down. I think I have 3 t-shirts, 2 pairs of underwear, and 2 pairs of socks in this bag right now. Nothing special, just normal clothes. If you want to see my Beaver Christmas underwear, it works pretty well. It really did reduce the size of my clothing, and then I just literally toss it in my bag. It fits perfectly, so that's something new I'm trying this time. My clothes will probably be wrinkled as shit, but it is what it is. I'm not really that worried about it. I don't really give too much heed to how I look most of the time, as you can tell. Another thing for when I get to where I'm going, this time I'm going full Joe Rogan. I got a fanny pack. I'm also gonna wear it in the airport this time, just with a few items for the stuff like on the plane. Basically, the podcast lives on this thing, all my backup in case anything crazy happens and I lose it all. I got a little, what is it called? A little solid state drive, just in case, anything crazy happens, fingers crossed. And a little backup battery on the plane for if my phone dies or something. And then I found these on Amazon. I did some research, these little creative earbud things. They're self-charged. The reason I got them is they're supposed to last up to 30 hours. The headphones, I think, last like 8 to 10 hours, and then you can recharge them twice. So it's one thing I don't want dying on the plane. The lady next to me snoring or farting or whatever, I don't want to hear that. So I'll grab those. And then I got my backpacking pillow. Just, your typical Sea to Summit inflatable pillow. Smells like the last time I went camping, so that's always great for the people around me, I'm sure. But I tried the neck pillows before. It's not really my thing. I always end up just like folding down the tray and just laying my head on that, or like putting my head down like this. So the regular pillow, like half deflated, it works great for me. And for on the plane, that's pretty much all I'm taking. I don't need much else to keep myself entertained. I listen to a podcast, I'll listen to audiobook, maybe download some movies or something, I don't know. It's not usually that super long of a flight, so that's like for on the plane, just real simple. I don't like having a bunch of stuff in front of me. And then next up is probably the heaviest part of my gear, the electronics section. You guys know I'm always on filming something or talking about something or doing that. So used to just throw my stuff in Ziploc bags, but then you get to where you're going, you get to your hotel, it's all tangled up, it's a big ball. I mean, that works totally fine if you don't want to do anything, but I found these things on Amazon. They're just like rollable electronics bags, and they're pretty sweet so far. This is my first time using it. I got my camera batteries in there. I got this little DJI camera in there. I got a big long USB-C style cable, some adapters for my laptop in case I feel like, making little vlogs or something while I'm down there. So just your standard cables and stuff. Something I found that's really cool is this multi-port wall plug, which is all just USB. So I can charge my phone, I can charge a GoPro, I can charge the DJI, I can charge my camera batteries, I can charge everything just with this little one plug. It converts to 4 USB plugs. So I'll throw a link up there somewhere. It's just an Anchor 4 plug. It charges really fast too, which I like. And then obviously like my laptop charger and some USB, some miscellaneous stuff for my phone. But other than that, I don't need too many cables. I mean, everything pretty much takes either like a USB-C or like an iPhone or whatever cable today. So it's really not that complicated. As far as camera equipment, I'm bringing my Nikon DSLR D750 with me. I take that thing everywhere. It's huge. Most people would go for mirrorless, but I don't have a mirrorless. I just have this giant ass bulky camera, and that's what I use. So I found that I can fit that and a 35mm lens and a, what is this? It's like 70 to 300 lens into my little personal item bag for any kind of photography I want to do when I'm on the go. If it's just like a vacation or something, I'll take some camera gear. If it's personal travel, I'll take some camera gear. If it's just like for work or something, I'm not taking camera gear because I don't have time to do any of that kind of stuff really. So it's really convenient. I try and fit it all in this little bag just so it's on my hip all the time. I'm terrified to death of losing that stuff, so it's just like a safety precaution for me. I can probably squeeze it in my bag, but I also don't like just crunching my camera gear. Like, really is not a good for your camera gear to just crush it and stuff. So as far as electronics, that's pretty much it. I might bring an ND filter for my camera if it's sunny. Just some bare bones stuff so I can take pictures or talk to the camera like this. And then I'll also take a little lav mic. We got a little, the Amazon special. Everybody has a little purple panda guy. So throw it in the GoPro, throw it in the little DJI guy. I can plug it into this camera if I want. If you're not a vlogger, if you're not into video, just use your cell phone. It's not that big of a deal. This is perfectly good for taking pictures. You don't need to bring books. You don't need to bring anything. All your entertainment's right on that. I'm not telling you anything new here. Everybody knows that nowadays. It's not rocket science. So as far as electronics, pack light, easy to get these nowadays. This is like on special for like $7 or something. So real easy to find. All that stuff except the camera gear will just fit right in my carry-on bag and I'm good to go. And then last but not least, of course, a laptop. I have a little tiny guy. It's not my main editing computer, but I use this. I have a big safety case for it, big hard shell, waterproof, but for flying, I don't have room for it in my bag, so I just use this little sleeve that it came in and hope I don't crush it. So it seems to be pretty solid construction. I'm not super concerned about it. And that is pretty much it. A little few miscellaneous camera pieces, little tripods that I'm filming on right now, and some other things, adapters and such. But other than that, electronics, good to go. All right, and last but not least, toiletries. I know the TSA standards are weird. You can only bring like 3.5 ounces of this and that, and it has to fit in a Ziploc and blah, blah, blah. I have a little secret for you. You don't need any of that shit.
It's free real estate.
I bring a toothbrush. I might bring a little bottle of toothpaste, deodorant, but this is like not only the US, but the entire world nowadays. You can just buy stuff like anywhere. They're at your hotel. There's like anywhere I've ever been, there's like a Rite Aid across the street or a carryout or a gas station or something. I mean, I don't bring anything. I might bring a comb and for this disgusting mop, and then I might bring for my beard. But I bring a toothbrush, I bring toothpaste, any personal medication, obviously. But I mean, I think people go overboard on the toiletries sometimes. You don't need that much. I mean, if you're a lady and you want some makeup, cool, go for it. But I don't bring anything. I think it's kind of a waste of space. And that's it. That's like my whole travel setup. I'm not going there to be in the comfort of my own home. If I wanted to do that, I would just stay home. But yeah, no crazy setup for anything. I'm probably not even bringing lighting for my cameras this time. I'm just gonna roll with the punches. Enough clothes to get you for a few days. Light camera equipment. I want to be in the airport. I don't want to have to get searched. I don't want to have to tear my bag apart. And if I do want to tear my bag apart, I want it to be like 2 minutes. Pull everything out. There's 5 packages. Here you go. Look through it. Tear it apart if you want. I want to be able to put it together really fast and go, because I do not want to miss my flight. So I hope this was helpful. I know I'm not giving you a brand name by brand name breakdown and price checklist, because that shit drives me nuts. I don't like watching that. I want to watch a video and be like, what are you doing? How fast can I get this packed up? And you know, I don't want to have to watch a half hour of brand name face-offs. I don't care about that. When I'm on a plane, I want to take what's in my closet, I want to throw it in a bag, and I want to go. Because usually I'm doing this like the day before I'm supposed to leave. So hope this was helpful. If you like this video, subscribe, like, share, let people know. Tell me if you have any travel tips that help you, because I'm still learning, obviously. I mean, I've been traveling for a while and I'm not a full-time travel vlogger or blah, blah, blah. I'm just a dude that loves doing this stuff. So if you have any tips that can help me out in the future, let me know, and I will see you all next time.